Come and let me tell you about a world by the name of Eldeveln, a land wrought by turmoil, conflict, and magic. Long ago, when the world first came into existence, there was Jormungandr, the world serpent, and his children. They lived peaceful lives, existing in the light of their world and taking the days as they came. But from a land beyond the stars, they arrived. 9 entities of unimaginable power who had called themselves gods. Upon their entrance unto the world, they declared war against the world serpent, creating children of their own to combat against the forces of the ocean. They fought as soldiers, devoted entirely to their creators, and fought back the denizens of the abyss to claim the lands for themselves. And among those children of the gods, one stood taller above all else as a paragon of power and virtue. The champion of the gods, they called him. Tarathiel. A mage of unbelievable power and repute, his force on the battlefield was like that of an angel of death. On the brink of Jormungandr's defeat, however, something changed. Tarathiel was corrupted. He had turned his blade on the gods and forsook their gifts. For his treason, Tarathiel was killed and sent to be tortured in the icy abyss of the 9th layer of hell for all eternity, his position placed by others. Perhaps none other of the champion's replacements stood quite as tall as 4 warriors, whom had all ascended to the position simultaneously. They were given the name the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and donned the titles of what they had wrought on the field of battle. Led by the horsemen, the gods were victorious. They defeated Jormungandr and sealed him in the depths of the ocean forever, claiming Eldeveln for themselves. And in the post-war world, the children of the gods flourished. Thousands of years later, the gods are all but distant ideas to the minds of their children, subjects of worship and figures to be admired. Though thrumming in the depths of society's underbelly, discourse stirred. It was noticed first by our intrepid band of adventurers, who met at the turning of fate in the city of Pretoria, city of Ogma and home to the university. They uncovered a plot by one of the students, Terran. He meant to overthrow the Artoran, the board who owned and operated the school, and lay claim to the secret knowledge held there within. Terran, however, was not simply another Hellbred. After regaining his memory through oracular magic and a vision of the future, Terran had become again that of his old soul, the original champion of the gods, Tarathiel. Now fully understanding the reason for his return, Tarathiel was quick to start again his past charge, to oppose the gods in their tyrannical rule over the people of Eldeveln. All the while, the Church of Ogma moved in earnest, sending a detachment to the northern snowy environs of the duchy to hopefully find and resurrect the long-dormant horsemen of the apocalypse. Fate would then find our heroes in the crossroads of the world when they made their way to the north, at the behest of one amongst their rank, a warrior named Redwood. He was tasked years ago by his adoptive father, Duncan, to slay a Remoras he failed to kill years prior named One Tooth, a vicious beast that was smarter, faster, and stronger than others of her kind. Upon returning to Duncan with her head, the plan to assimilate the powers of his city's founders, the 4 horsemen and champions of the gods, was put into motion. At this time, the Order Ogma arrived too, attempting to co-opt the horsemen's resurrection and ultimately succeeding. The horsemen were returned, but Duncan's attempt to take them for himself failed. With the 4 horsemen now returned to the flesh, Tarathiel made his first move against the gods. He took the horsemen aside and engaged all 4 in combat, ending in him taking the life of the first, Famine, before the remaining 3 disappeared. Duncan, whom was nearly mortally injured after the horsemen returned, would not die empty-handed. And so, he made a deal with a succubus of the abyss. He turned into a demon prince, unleashing a portal to the endless realm of demons, which forced our heroes to escape leaving to warn the Duke of Avamar. Meanwhile, the horsemen, now reduced to 3, returned to the Order Agma, where the church would make their next move. Declaring themselves the Holy Ogman Empire, the horsemen and the Order fought back against the Kingdom of Valen, bolstered by the horsemen's strength. With a war waged by the children of Agma in the south, and demons in the abyss threatening the order of the natural world in the north, Eldeveln is poised at the edge, ripe for our group of heroes to step into the spotlight and pull the world from the brink of destruction. If they can.